Sup, you Eurovision fools, Roy and Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. Spain, Chanel took the stage today to rehearse her SloMo, and we got to see it. It was a treat, I would say. She brought a lot of familiar things, but also some new stuff happening, and Roy, we got to talk about it. What's going on? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Chanel and her team brought it this year. She is wearing like this kind of matador jacket with like sort of a bodysuit underneath. Yeah, it looked amazing on her. And think about the national final performance, but more. Because not only is she doing the same choreography, in the parts where there wasn't as much choreography, she added stuff. So there's like this lift that I don't think was there before with the guys lifting her up basically, and in the ending they do a whole different bit of choreography that wasn't there in the entire performance in the national final at all. I was at first worried, and this was going to be one of those songs that was going to be heard by the LED, because in the national final she had like an LED behind her that has like this disco kind of door, and she was dancing in front of that. They fixed that completely by not using the LED at all in the start. They basically have like this wall of lighting rigs that you can pull down that the stage has, and they use that for their performance. So all the lighting is falling on Chanel. That is there for nearly the entire performance. And then I think I think before the breakdown that we all know and love, those get pulled up, and you have the spotlights basically on her. And then towards the end of the song, in the final run through, after the solo, she gets like this fan out, she like plays a little bit with it, and you have like this nice pyro curtain coming down, and you have that wonderful wow effect. She does the dancing in the ending, and it ends with a few bits of fire spitting out. Honestly, Spain, if you were a fan of this song, you should not be worried. This is really, really good.
Let me just say this. Chanel is a star. I don't know how she did it. She came out there, she danced her butt off, and then she was still able to sing so well and make eye contact with the camera. It's like, how do you do that? This was like a rehearsal. She knew exactly where each camera angle was and needed to be. I couldn't believe it. I was just in awe. And the press center erupted. Granted, it's a Eurovision bubble friendly song. I get that. But let's be real here. Everyone was just wowed by it. This is staging. First of all, lots of red and yellow, right? Like you see like these square boxes in the back, and there's lots of flashing. It works really well. She had the same effect with "Give Me Some More," and then that flashing. It was really, really effectively done. And she never stops. There's not a dull moment, as you pointed out, bro. I think they added a few things, so it's not like a dead moment, anything in the choreography, and yet she never loses focus. Not once, never out of breath. And it was just so wonderful to see. And once the instrumental part comes in, the singer takes the jacket off. It's the same outfit basically what she had in the national final. And then grabs the microphone, and she goes on her knees and start dancing, putting her hands up, flipping her hair back and forth, and all the dancers do it with her. And it's just like boom, 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 and the sound is like, oh my God, and the lights are flashing. And then she gets up, turns around, and then she just sits there fanning herself with a really pretty fan. And it's like, and starts singing da 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 da, and it's just so fluid, so good. And then the rain, golden rain comes down, like the fire pyros. It was big, and it's like you think it doesn't even need it that, and yet it absolutely works. All of this coming together, it feels like Spain. They were given an extra week to rehearse because it just was so spot on, energy wise. And this is something, Spain. I was just. I cannot even begin to describe how awesome this was. A lot of countries they're here in it to win it. And Spain said the same thing. Well, we're not going to fall behind. Look at us. And they became one of the big surprises of the day for me, because I thought it's going to be more like fine, like it was what we expected. But no, they brought it up, not just 1 or 2 notches, but 5. And I am mighty impressed. Spain, my hat is off to you. Is there anything that you need to focus on at this point, Roy?
I think like the first run through, you in the beginning had like 1 or 2 shots where like the lighting was pointed at her and it drowned her out a little bit. But I think they already kind of fixed it throughout the second and the third run throughs. So yeah, I think that is already kind of nearly fixed. So I think if you were to say to Chanel, yo, tomorrow is your performance, she'll be ready.
Yeah,
She would be
exactly.
ready.
It feels like she's been ready for this. What a professional. I said it before, Chanel is such a fantastic ambassador for Spain. Not only is she a great artist, she just embraced Eurovision in such a manner, and all the artists and the whole experience, it just comes out so well. And I can't even, I don't have anything else to add either. I think they are ready. These minor lights, it's actually correct what you said, and even then, it's really not a deal breaker. It's we actually, in order for us to point something out for Spain to improve, it would be nitpicky. You know, like we like the little hair stood out. You know, whatever. Like one time, her hair, one of her strains got stuck on her forehead, but those are whatever. You know, that's normal. So it was amazing. So I am mighty impressed with what I saw, and clearly Roy, both and I were like, yeah, they're doing something here. This is something special. Go ahead and watch that clip on YouTube though, and let us know what your thoughts are, if you felt it or not. Your comments below, please, I would appreciate it. Good luck, Spain, and see you next week in the semifinal 2, I think is where they're voting, so they get to perform there as well. And I'll see you in the next video.
Bye bye.